Today we're going to talk about 5 tips for buying a house in a super hot market like the one we're in right now. Number 1 is something you've probably never heard of. It's probably going to blow your mind, probably going to change your life. You'll probably have to send me a Christmas card, or better yet, a fruitcake. Stay tuned. Welcome to the channel, everybody. I am Zach Walker, your Texas local lender. Today we're going to talk about 5 tips to buy a house in a super hot market. Obviously, what creates a super hot market? Supply is way down, demand is way up, bidding wars are off the charts, appraisal waivers are out, all kinds of stuff is happening that creates an adverse environment if you're a buyer. It means that the seller has all the leverage, and it's never to be in a good position when you're buying and you're out leveraged, right? Because you have no negotiation power. So what are 5 things that you can do to make sure that you have the best chance at winning in a super hot market? Tip number 5. Number 5 is pretty easy. Number 5 is geographical, right? So typically when you're looking to buy a house, you're looking in a very specific area where you want to be in this school district or this fill in the blank. You want to be close to this church. You want to be by little Johnny's, YMCA baseball team, whatever it is. Geographically speaking, sometimes in a hot market, you're going to have to expand your search area, right? You're going to have to go out a little bit further. You're going to have to get a little bit further away maybe from little Johnny's baseball team. You might have to make an extra 5 minutes or 10 minutes drive to church or work, or maybe do some research on some different school options. Also, many schools are giving you the opportunity to pay a tuition and drive in from out of district or out of county or city. And so make sure you've checked into all those options, because sometimes expanding your geographical area is the only thing you can do to really increase your odds at winning a house. So number 5, expand your geographical area. Let's talk about number 4. Number 4 is expand your search criteria, right? So maybe you are looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house with a oval pool and stained glass windows in the front, right? You had a very specific list. Well, sometimes in a crazy hot market, what you have to do is expand that search, right? So now you have to maybe, what does a 4-bedroom look at? Or a 3-bed, 1.5 bath, or 2.5 bath, or expand the things that you can control, right? You can't control the market, but you can control what you're looking for. So you have to learn how to change your search parameters. It may mean that instead of brick, you get vinyl, or maybe it's a half brick or a brick facade, right? There's a ton of things you can do to change your search parameters without changing inherently the value of the home. And home is not what it looks like or how many rooms it's made of. We all know that home is where you are with your family and where your kids are growing up and where, the memories are made. And so does it really matter if it has that 2.5 bath or the 3rd bath? And some of those answers may be yes, but sometimes you can expand that search area. But sometimes you can expand your search criteria without lowering your expectations and still get a very great opportunity on a very good house right here in the middle of a hot market. Okay, let's look at number 3. Number 3, get pre-approved. Right? And so that's a basic one. That's an obvious one. And it's one that if your real estate professional isn't making sure to tell you, then you need to look at a different real estate professional, right? Every real estate professional in the world is going to tell you that step number 1 is to get pre-approved. Without a pre-approval, a lot of real estate agents won't even take you for showings. And they're smart to do so. They don't want you to waste their time. They don't want to waste your time. And ultimately, you have to know your budget. And so when you get pre-approved, now you're going to know exactly what you can buy, exactly what it's going to take to buy it, and exactly how much cash you're going to have to bring to the table. And so once you get pre-approved, that's going to allow you to move into number 2, which is shop below your budget. So let's talk about that. If your budget is $350,000 and you're in a hot market, you've tried and tried and tried and tried and tried, and you're on your 6th, 7th, 8th, 10th, 12th offer, well, maybe it's time that you look under your budget so that you can comfortably allow yourself to look at going above asking price, right? And so that is something that you seriously have to consider, because right now, over asking price offers are winning almost all the time. And so in order for you to be able to compete, you have to be able to go over asking. So you're either going to have wads of cash, or you're going to have to be shopping under your budget. Find a great local lender that can walk you through that process, because there are some stipulations about going over asking price. And so you just need to be well educated on that process, and we'll make a video to cover that. But in the meantime, shop below your budget so that you can go over. Now the moment you've all been waiting for, you're never going to guess it. You're not going to expect it. Number one, the top thing you can do to get into a house in this hot market, look at renovating. What? Yeah, I know it's crazy. Find a doo-doo house is what I like to call them, right? And so in this market, when the market is crazy hot, you might have to go looking for your Joanna Gaines special, your fix it or flop it, love it or list it. You're going to have to do some creative things. Now, for me, that is my favorite type of house to buy because I get to make it my own. It's better than building a new house, in my opinion, because I get the character and the charm and the beauty of these old homes and their architecture, and then I get to make them my own. And I get to put the shiplap wall here and do the tile here and do the this, that, and bust that wall down and move that bathroom and so on and so forth. And that's just really my favorite part. And so in this market, when things are crazy, a lot of people don't have the stomach to take on a renovation. But I'm here to tell you that it's really not that big of a deal. We're going to have another series of videos coming on renovating specifically, and I'll be happy to break that down for you and walk you through that entire process if you want to go and undertake that. But in the meantime, start there. And if you're scared of it, get in touch. Let us know. We would love to help you walk through that process and make sure that you understand how the funding works and how a lot of times you can buy a house, live in the upstairs, renovate the downstairs, move, so on and so forth, right? So it doesn't necessarily mean you have to buy a house and rent a house. It just means that you have to buy a house that needs a ton of work so that you can get into the area that you want at the price point that you want in a hot market. And so, again, I am Zach Walker, your Texas local lender. Those are the 5 tips to make sure you can win a bidding war in today's hot market. Make sure you smash that like and subscribe button. In the meantime, we love you guys. Hope you have a great day. Go smash it today.